I was thinking about this as I walked home from the bus stop, and I thought this would make an interesting journal entry. I think the main theme of this year in theater for me is going to be answering the question, why do I find theater so often extremely boring? Usually, in other forms of entertainment, I'm not significantly bored when I go to a movie. If I like the genre, if I like the actors, I'm generally entertained. And that's only for $10 a ticket. If I listen to a song, same thing applies. Television, same thing applies. Even with television I don't like, I'll still be caught in front of the television screen watching. But why is it that I go out to the theater, pay $30 for a ticket, sit there, and am usually bored? Even when these are live people in front of my face, acting for me, sweating, breathing in my presence. And I think it's because theater has distanced itself too much from where art stems from. And art stems from, originally, the people, from folk culture. You go to any folk culture and you see how it has influenced theater. Jewish folk culture influenced Jewish theater. Asian folk culture influenced Asian theater. And I feel like the theater has wrapped itself in so many pretensions. Not only the high prices, not only the sets and the costumes, but also in the technique itself. It's wrapped itself in so many pretensions that it's impossible for the average person to find any connection to it anymore. It has, in a sense, removed itself from the spontaneity that is so common in folk culture. Why is it that I'm usually more entertained by a children's choir's rendition of the song than a professional rendition of a song? And that's because there's that element of spontaneity, there's that pure energy, and there's those pure intentions that make true theater really great. When you go out and you see these folk life events in countries, the street festivals, the bar songs, the drinking songs, the little customs associated with religious observances, you see how theater is intimately connected with our primitive selves and our urge to tell stories. And I feel like the theater we have today is just completely removed from that. And in my opinion, that's why when I go to the theater, I'm usually bored out of my mind. Additionally, we forget the amount of that theater plays in our world, in our lives. Think of it. We have political theater. We have military theater. All these different theaters. You know, I've always said to myself, the greatest skills that I've gotten are the skills I've gotten from acting. Because that is literally applied to every single pursuit I have gone forward with. Whether it be, debate or student government or any other pursuit. And I think we're so numbed by the little theaters in our world that when we go to the actual theater, we've already become so used to it, so used to acting in our everyday lives. And I think for the theater to become more relevant, our lives, similarly, have to become more genuine, so that we're not numbed so much by the world of the make-believe. Well, those are my thoughts.